here we have come today with the with a sample paper to discuss how we can solve it. This is just an example. We have to practice more. So here we come with the sample paper discussion. So in the sample paper of Olympiad, here we have to see that here we have three sections. So the first section is the section for logical reasoning. So in this logical reasoning section, we have 5 questions. And next from next section we have is the science section. So for the science sections, we have from question number 6 to question number 30, right? So and then the last section is the achiever section. So achiever sections, the questions are a bit tricky and are long questions. So these questions, it carries 3 marks, right? And rest of the question, first 30 questions, they carry 1 marks, and the achiever section questions, it carries 3 marks. So total there the total marks here in this question paper is 60, right? 1 mark for 30 and achiever section. So we have 5 questions, so it is 3 marks each, right? So, and you will get how much time? You will get 1 hour time to solve this paper. So you have to be a bit quick so that you can complete the paper and can go through the questions and answers, right? So here we start the solving of the sample paper. So first question, as we see here, so the first question of logical reasoning says, select a figure from the option which when placed in the blank space in the given figure would complete the pattern, right? So here we can see the picture. So what the pattern should be? Here should be a line, right? This line should be unshaded, so that this is similar to this part, right? Next, what we should have? We should have 2 lines here, correct? And this portion should be shaded, correct? So what do you think? So in this question, A should be the correct one. So here we can see this portion is the shaded portion, right? Here are 2 lines which is blank, and this portion is unshaded, correct? So the correct option here is option number A. Coming to question number 2, in which of the following option the given figure is exactly embedded as one of its parts? So here we can see the structure. So here we can take in option number A, in option number B, we can see that, see this structure. This is the line. This is the line. It comes here and then it goes here. See, we got the pattern that is shown here. So here the correct option is option number B. So like this, you have to find the pattern in all the given options, right? So we have got this pattern in option number B, and so B is the correct option. Coming to question number 3. In question number 3, it is said that find the missing number in a certain rule if a certain rule is followed, either row wise or column wise. So if you see here, we can see that if 8, 9, so if we multiply 8 into 9 plus the answer with we add this with 5, so we will get 77, correct? Same thing we'll do for the next column also, column number 2. So 7 into 7 is 49. 49 plus 6 is 55, right? The same thing we have to do for the third column as well. So in this third column, 11 into 9 is 99 plus 11. 99 plus 11 is 110. So the correct answer here is 110. So D is the correct answer, right? Next, we come to question number 4. Who is in the northeast of Ashish? So here we can see Ashish is here, right? So in this point, Ashish, this is the north of Ashish, as Ashish is here. So this is the north of Ashish, this is the south of Ashish. And if we go like this, so this is the east and this is the west. So who is in the northeast of Ashish? Here we can see Payal is here. So Payal will be the correct answer, right? Coming to question number 5, if grapes is called mango, mango is called apple, apple is called lychee, lychee is called watermelon, and watermelon is called orange, then dash is the heaviest. So students, if you see here amongst all these fruits, grapes, mango, apple, lychee, watermelon, orange, which is the heaviest? Heaviest is watermelon, correct? And what is watermelon here? Watermelon is called orange. So our correct answer will be option number A, right? This will be option number A, orange, correct? Okay, coming to the next section now. So this section is the section that consists of questions from science, right? So coming to the first question, which of the following statement is incorrect? So we have to find amongst the option, we have to find the incorrect option or incorrect statement. So the first statement says down feathers of bird keeps them warm. This is correct, right? Wading bird have long legs with spread out toes that help them to walk in water. This is also correct. Like cranes, all this, they have long legs and it spreads out the toes that can help them to walk in water. This is also correct, right? Next says perching bird have 2 toes in the front and 2 toes at the back. How come birds are having toes? This is wrong. Birds does not have toes, right? Their front toes, they are modified into wings, right? So this is the incorrect option. For us, this is the correct option because they have asked for the incorrect statement, right? Okay. Coming to question number 7. In question number 7, it says, unscramble the given letters to find out the name of a synthetic fiber. So if we unscramble all the options here, so the first option is acrylic, ACRYLIC, acrylic. Next is linen. Next is silk. Next is cotton. D is cotton. So here we can see linen, silk, cotton, all are natural fibers. So which one is the synthetic fiber? Acrylic is the synthetic fiber. So the correct option is option number A. Next question, question number 8. Which of the following type of teeth is called tearing teeth, right? So tearing teeth, we know which teeth helps us to tear the flesh. It's the canine, correct? And canine is option number B, right? Coming to question number 9. Question number 9 says, study the given relationship based on the types of root these plants possess and select the option that shows similar relationship. So we can see here we have the options bean, barley and hibiscus. So we have to find out the same pattern of root other plants have. So bean, as we know, bean is having tap root, right? Barley is having fibrous root and hibiscus is having tap root again, right? So the correct option that is giving the similar relationship is option number A, because eucalyptus, it is a tree, so it has tap root. Banana, it has fibrous root, and mustard, it has tap root again, right? So the first option, A option, is the correct one. Coming to question number 10, which of the following is an incorrect statement? So here we can see the first option says we should not leave toys on the floor after playing. This is correct, right? So if we keep our toys scattered on the floor, somebody can topple down and they can get hurt. So we shouldn't do that. We should not mop the bathroom floor after taking bath. This is incorrect. Why? Because after taking bath, we should always mop the floor so that the foam or the whatever detergent we are using to clean ourselves, it shouldn't stay on the bathroom, and there should be no somebody can slip down, right? So we should always, this is it should not be is the incorrect one. We should always mop the washroom after taking bath. So the correct option is option number B. Coming to question number 11. In question number 11, it says a mirror and a glass are placed between a light source and a screen as shown in the given figure. So we can see here is a torch. Torch is the light source. Next is the mirror. Next is the glass, and next is the screen. So when the light is falling on the mirror, what shape will come? What will be the shape of the shadow? The shape of the shadow will be exactly C, the shape of the mirror, right? So mirror will reflect the light and the shape will be the option number C. Coming to question number 12. In question number 12, it is said, in which of the following rooms of our house the boy shown in the picture must be present? So here we can see the boy is brushing the teeth. So here the answer will be bathroom. So we don't use our kitchen, living room or study room for brushing, right? We use bathroom to brush our teeth. Question number 13 says, starting from the first letter, strike out every alternate letters to get the name of a professional and select the correct statement regarding it. So if we strike out the letters, so P we strike out P, E, L, M, alternate letters we will strike out. Okay. So here we can see S, Q. So here we can see this we can see that it is cobbler. So cobbler is the person that mends our old and torn shoes, right? Okay, coming to question number 14. Enman shoal here is adapted to live at very cold places because it has dash. So here we can see this is a polar bear, right? It's a polar bear. So polar bear, they are adapted to live in the very cold region. Why? Because they have a layer of fat under the skin, right? They have a layer of fat under the skin. Okay. Coming to question number 15. Question number 15 says, Shakshi and her friends were walking down the road to reach a park. Suddenly, her friend Meeta fell down and got injured. So, which of the following road symbol will help Shakshi to locate the place where Meeta should be taken to? So, as Meeta got injured, she should be taken to the hospital. So, here we can see option number B is the correct one because it indicates the sign of hospital, right? Okay, coming to question number 16. A river supports a large number of fish in its water. A new chemical factory was established near this river and the fish population was seen to decrease with time. Which point P, Q or R on the graph represent the time when the factory was established? So as the factory was set up, so it's very definite that if the factory is releasing the waste materials into the water body, so there the fish population will decrease. So here in point P, we can see the fish population is quite high. So this cannot be the position where the factory is being situated. In Q position, we can see that the fish population is high, but after Q, we can see there is a decline. That means the fish population is declining. So here we can say that at point P can be the point where the river is being established, right? So the correct answer will be option number B. At Q, the factory was established, and after the factory was established, we can see the fish population is declining rapidly, right? Coming to question number 17. Now, 17th question says, Rohit loves to eat chocolate and his mouth starts watering even on seeing chocolate. What is this water in the mouth called? So, this water is called what? This water is called saliva. So, B is the correct answer. Kunika, now coming to question number 18. Kunika took a green leaf. She bleached and washed it in cold water. Then she added few drops of iodine on it. What will she observe? So, as she has taken a green leaf, so it is evident that in green leaf, starch will be present. Correct? And if starch is present, if we add iodine after that, so what will it happen? In presence of starch, iodine turns blue-black. So the correct option is option number C. That indicates that green leaf contains starch. Coming to question number 19. The given diagrams shows the shape of the moon on different nights. So here we can see on 8th January, the shape of the moon was waxing gibbous, right? Exactly after 7 days, the shape of the moon is waning gibbous, right? So the next day, when the next part is 22nd January. So if you see, after 15th January, the next 7 days comes as 22nd January. So after 7 days, after this waning gibbous, then after the next 7 days, it will be waning gibbous. So here the correct option will be option number D, which indicates the waning crescent, right? So after every 7 days, the phases of the moon changes, and 8th January it was waxing gibbous. Next, after that 7 days, 15th January is the waning gibbous, and after that 7 days, it will be waning crescent. Okay. Now we come to question number 20. Question number 20 says, study the given food wave and select the correct statement regarding it. So here we have a food wave. So here we can see that S is the producer. Why we are calling it as producer? Because S is being taken by Q and S is being taken by R, right? And S, as plants are the producers, it can prepare its own food. So it does not depend on any other organism for food, right? It can prepare its food. So S is the plant or the producer, and S is being taken by Q and R, right? So let's see the options that is given. So the first option says Q is the fruit producer. So Q is not a fruit producer. So here we can already see that S is the fruit producer. So this is the wrong statement. Option number 2 says R is both plant and animal eater. So here we can see R is taking S. So S is a plant and R is taking P. So P can be other animal. So here we can see this is the correct statement. Why? Because R is an omnivore and it is taking both plant and animal. Option 3 says R is eaten by P. No, this is wrong because the relationship is wrong because R is taking P. P is not eating R. R is taking P, right? Option number 4 says Q is eaten by P. This is also Q is eaten by P. Yes, this is correct. Why? Because here we can see the arrow mark is coming from Q to P. That means what? P is eating Q. Right? So this is correct. And the last one says S is an animal eater. No, this is wrong. Why? Because S, we can see S is the producer and it can produce its own food. It cannot be an animal eater. Right? So the correct option is option number 2 and option number 4. And this is suggested by option number C. So C is the correct answer. Right? Okay. Coming to question number 21. Question number 21 says, the earth takes dash days to complete one rotation on its axis and dash days to complete one revolution in its orbit around the sun. So we know that Earth is tilted on its axis, and to complete one rotation, it takes 24 hours. That means 1 day. Correct? And to complete one revolution around the sun, it takes 365 days. That's why we have 365 days in a year, right? So our correct answer will be option number C. Coming to question number 22. Question number 22 says, select the option that correctly identifies X. So X here in this box, if we see, X here says it allows light to pass through it. So from here we can see that X is something that is transparent, right? That is allowing light to pass. It has a fixed shape and it has a fixed volume. So if we come to our options, we will see that glass is the correct answer. Why? Because glass is transparent, it has a fixed shape and it has a fixed volume, right? So the correct answer is option number B. Coming to question number 23, it says, dash is the organ where absorption of water from undigested food occurs. So we know the organ that is involved in the absorption of water from the undigested food is the large intestine, right? So in this picture, we in the options we can see the first option is the stomach, the second option is liver, the third option is the small intestine, and the fourth option is the large intestine. So D is the correct answer. Coming to question number 24. Question number 24 says, study the given classification chart. So here we have to study the chart, and which of the following are the most suitable headings for the group X and group Y. So we have to select a perfect heading for group X and group Y. So let's see. So group X and group Y are the materials, and group X says it consists of balloon, cork and oil. So here balloon, cork and oil, all of this, they are having less density than water. So, and group Y, we have honey, fresh egg and needle. So all these are denser. They have more density than water. So these two relationship is that group X are the object that floats on water, and group Y are the object that sink in water. So the correct heading or the suitable heading that is for this chart will be option number C. Okay. Now we come to question number 25. Question number 25 says, Rupali plotted a graph to show the intensity of sound heard during the activities X, Y, and Z. Which of the following graph would she have obtained? So here X says sound made by a cricket. Y says jet plane taking off. So here we can see jet plane taking off, it will have the maximum amount of sound, right? And Z says alarm clock ringing in vacuum. So alarm clock ringing in vacuum sound cannot pass. So this here the sound will be zero. No sound will be heard. And sound made by cricket will be lesser than Y. So here we can see in graph B, this is the graph that shows the intensity of the sound. X, we can see Y is having the minimum amount of sound that is made by the jet plane taking off. X is the bar that is indicating the sound made by the cricket, and Z we cannot see any graph. So there will be no graph because alarm clock ringing in a vacuum, it will not make any sound, right? So it will be there will be no graph, right? No bar will be there. So B is the correct option. Now we come to question number 26. Question number 26 says, the given table shows the time taken by a ball to roll over the same distance over 4 different surfaces, P, Q, R, and S. If the ball is pushed with the same force in each case, then which surface P, Q, R, S is the smoothest? So in the box here, we can see that in surface P, the ball takes very less time, 66 seconds. So this is very less. Q, it is taking 15 seconds. R is taking 10 seconds. S is taking 18 seconds, right? So here it is asking that which surface is the smoothest. So P will be the correct answer. Why? Because in the surface P, the ball takes only 6 seconds. That means the P surface is the smoothest and there is less friction. So P will be the correct answer. Coming to question number 27. Identify it in the given riddle. So here we have a riddle and we have to identify what is it. So if we read out the riddle, it says it normally grows in field. So this is a plant that grows in the field, right? It is a grain from what I hear. So it is a plant and it is a grain. It can be eaten piece by piece. So here in the options, we can see that corn can be the correct answer. Why? Because it grows in the field. Corn is a grain and we can take it when we popcorn, we take it piece by piece, right? So C is the correct answer. Coming to question number 28, question number 28 says, Rubina kept some naphthalene balls in her almirah. After a few days, she observed that the size has decreased. Okay. The change that occurred in size of naphthalene ball is similar to the change in state of matter taking place when. So, naphthalene balls are solid in structure. So, when naphthalene balls are being kept somewhere, so it the size of the naphthalene ball decreases. That means what? The solid directly changes to vapors, right? So this is the process that is called as sublimation, right? So here in all the options, if you see, option A says ice cream is put on a table, so this process is melting. Option B says water is boiled and vapors are formed, this is evaporation. Curd is made from milk, so this is curd is milk, this is a chemical process, okay? And the last one says a camphor block is heated. So camphor block, when heated, it directly turns into vapor. So this also is the process of sublimation. So the correct answer is option number D. Coming to the next question, question number 29, it says, study the given figure of water cycle. Which of the given process is also responsible for our foggy breath in winter? So here we can see from the C, the sun is there. The P is what? P is evaporation, right? After evaporation, the water vapor, it is forming the clouds. So Q is condensation, right? And R, we can see from the clouds, water is coming down. So R is precipitation, right? So the process that is responsible for our foggy breath in winter is what? Is condensation. And we can see Q is condensation. So right option is option number C. Coming to the 30th question, the 30th question says, study the given classification table formed on the basis of method of cooking and identify P and Q. So here we can see momos, dhoklas and P. So P can be any food that is steamed. And in group Y, we can see samosa, Q and pakora. So Q can be any food that is fried. So here we can see in the D option, idli is the food that is steamed and puri is the food that is fried. So P will be idli and Q is the puri, right? Coming to the last section of the question paper. So the last section is the achiever section. So the achiever section question, it carries 3 marks each. Okay. So coming to 31 questions, it is the match the following. So we have 2 columns here and we have to identify the correct option. So here Inclined plane is a ramp. So this will be A. Wheel and axle is it can be a screwdriver. So screwdriver is B. Lever. Lever is a bottle opener. Bottle opener is a lever that helps us to open the bottle. So this is C. Acha. Screw. Screw is jar lid. When we open the jar lid, it is a screw. So this is D. Jar lid is D. And the last one, wedge. So wedge, we know with it has a flat surface. So it can be a fork, right? So it is the fifth one is the E. So the correct answer here we can see it is option number D, right? Coming to the 32nd question. So read the given statement and select the option that correctly identifies them as true and false. So let's see. So the first option says copper and gold are ductile material. This is what? It cannot be ductile because why? It is false, right? We knowing is oh, it is a ductile material, right? Copper and gold, this will be true. Sorry about that. Winnowing is used to separate grains from stalk by beating them. No, winnowing is a process that separates the husk and the grain, right? So this is wrong. This is false. The third option says generally solubility of gases decreases with increase in temperature. This is true, right? Oxygen gas is insoluble in water. No, this is false. Why? Because the fish inside the water, they take the dissolved oxygen, right? So this is the false statement. So the correct answer here will be option number C. Coming to question number 33. Question number 33 says, which of the following statement is correct regarding sea breeze? So sea breeze is when sea breeze blows when the land gets heated, and suppose if we see that this is the land and this is the water source, right? So during the daytime, what happens when the land gets heated more, the air above the land, it gets heated up and it rises up, right? The heated air being lighter, it rises up. When the heated air rises up, so what happens that time? The cool air from the sea, it blows through towards the land, right? So here in all these options, the correct option will be option number 2. Why? Because it says hot air on the land rises up. This is the correct one, because during the sea breeze, what happens? The hot air over the land rises up, and the cool air from the sea, it takes the place of this hot air, right? So option number B is the correct one. Coming to question number 34. So we have a Venn diagram here, and we have to find out the which letter P to T represent Venus and Uranus. So here we can see in the first circle, it says rotate in a clockwise direction. The second circle says has longest rotation period, and the third circle says of the Venn diagram says it takes 84 years to revolve around the sun, right? So here T can be Venus. Why? Because Venus is the planet that rotates in a clockwise direction, and Venus has the longest rotation period. Okay, so P is Venus. Let's see what is Uranus. Uranus will be R. Why? Because Uranus is the planet that rotates in a clockwise direction, and it is so big that it takes 84 years to complete one revolution around the sun. So the correct option here will be option number C, that says that P is Venus and R is Uranus, right? Coming to the last question of the sample paper, the last question is the flow chart that indicates the type of animal. So here we have to identify the incorrect option. So the first option says Q can be animal with gills to breathe. So here we can see the animal, yes, warm-blooded, no, has 6 legs, no is Q. So Q is the animal that is not a warm-blooded, it is a cold-blooded animal. So Q can be the fish that has gills to breathe. Option B says P can be an animal from whose cocoon silk is obtained. So cocoon silk is obtained from the silkworm. Let's see, silkworm, right? So P is what? Animal warm-blooded, no, has 6 legs. Yes, P is, this is correct. Why? P can be silkworm. This is also correct. Option number C says S can be an animal that carries its young one in a pouch. So we know kangaroo is the animal that carries its young ones in its pouch, right? So here let's see, animal, yes, warm-blooded, yes, has feathers on its body, no, has hair on its body, yes is yes, correct. So why? Because kangaroo is the animal that is warm-blooded animal, that does not have feathers on their body but have hair on its body. So S can be the kangaroo. So this is also correct. The last option says R can be an, and in the 35th question, the last option says R can be an animal whose nest is called ID. So we know that the nest of the animal that is called ID is the nest of eagle, right? So here it says, in if you see the flow chart, if you see that animal, yes, warm-blooded, has 6 legs. No, this is animals, warm-blooded, yes, feathers on its body, has webbed feet. So R cannot be eagle because R is having webbed feet. Webbed feet ducks have, right? Because the webbed feet help them to swim in the water. So R can be a duck, it cannot be an eagle. So the D option of the 35th question is the wrong option, and for us it is the correct. Why? Because in the question it has asked the correct statement. So here we have completed discussing the sample paper. So I hope all of you have understood the questions. I have tried my level best to make you understand. Hope to see you again. Best of luck for your exams. Thank you so much.